Hi guys, welcome to Cinecurry.
Some of the best episodes of Girls have been those that stand alone. Sunday's Flow only featured a couple of regular characters plus Hannah's obnoxious female relatives. Hannah goes upstate to spend some quality time with her mom, aunts, cousin and her dying grandmother. But what's meant to be support-filled bonding time turns into cat fights about heirloom rings, Oxycontin and marriage. Hannah learns that her maternal grandmother Flo is dying of pneumonia. While comforting her mother and aunts, she witnesses them squabble over petty issues. Hannah also unsuccessfully tries to bond with her uptight cousin, med school student Rebecca, and is forced to contemplate her future with Adam when her mother asks her to tell Flo that she's engaged to be married. Laureen and her two sisters Sissy and Margaret all have their own problems going on, and as sisters tend to do, they take their frustrations out on each other. They argue about their marriages, their mother's heirloom ring, not spending enough time together and on what will happen to things when Flo dies. Sure, it's nice to think that sisters are just the best of friends, but that's almost never the case. They love-hate each other and they're bitter and immature about the pettiest things, which makes for good entertainment. Then there's Hannah and Rebecca, who are just as equally fussy with each other as their mothers and aunt. Rebecca seems to have hated Hannah ever since she told her at the tender age of 7 that her dad was convicted of insider trading. Hannah's defense is that his crime was insider trading and not something truly horrible like human trafficking. Their interactions are quite entertaining mainly because Rebecca's the kind of person that can't appreciate a Grey's Anatomy reference or Hannah's funny side. Later in the episode, Hannah and Rebecca crash, thanks to Rebecca's immature take on texting and driving. The crash is sort of rewarding given how horrible Rebecca is to our very funny Hannah. Thanks to Laureen, Hannah and Adam are forced to talk about marriage and it's just awkward. It seems like it's the first time they've ever talked about tying the knot. Adam tells Hannah that he's very committed to her, to which Hannah sort of freaks out and lets him know that this wasn't a conversation she meant to have with him. However, Adam, at Laureen's request, does the nicest thing and tells Grandma Flo that he and Hannah are getting married. But the real kicker about this situation is actually the final conversation between Hannah and Laureen. As soon as Adam leaves, Laureen tells Hannah exactly how she feels about her relationship. She tells her to keep her options open because it's very difficult to be with an odd man. We are always praising Lena Dunham, but how can we not when she's behind episodes like Flow? While Girls is mostly dedicated to the bonds between girlfriends and couples, Dunham doesn't shy away from anything. This episode taps into the relationships between relatives, and that's something new. Not only was it hilarious, but it was sharply honest in its portrayal of family. This is all we have for now. Do tell us what you feel by leaving your comments below. But before you leave, don't forget to subscribe to Cinecurry for all the latest short films, celebrity gossips and movie reviews.